It's your boy, the Randy saying, aka DTI. This right here is a shout out to Vero G playing my song Country Way Drip up in New York. Speaking of that, hey, make sure if you're an artist, musician, singer, it doesn't even matter. Hit up Vero G and DJ Loudmouth, alright? Yo, their radio station, Who's Next NYC, they definitely gonna spin your tracks. They definitely gonna make sure that you put you out there. They also got some showcases if you're trying to perform and all that. Gotta hit them up though. Check out the website at WhosNextNYC.com. Their Instagram, WhosNextNYC, and DJ Loudmouth and Vero G. Make sure you check them out. I'll make sure I put the tags down there on the comments and everything so you can see what's up and all that. But man, make sure, because hey, they'll definitely put you on and link you up. Alright? Who's Next NYC? Holla!
Let's go. Got me. You got me, and I got you. 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 No,
they don't got nothing
on you.
They just wish they could be you. They ain't watching from the side. I got you. Am I in love? I might be. I love that you got me. I love that you got me.
And I got you, stuck together like we glue. You my Clyde, I'm your Bonnie. Can't compare to you. You lock it down, make a chick fall in love. How mommy stole my heart, the king to my throne. No man would take your place. Treat me with luxury, Gucci bags and Prada, Valencia and Carter. Trips to the islands, diamonds on my fingers. For me, left to right, and the night lasts forever.
No, they don't got nothing on you. They just wish they could be you. They ain't watching from the side. I got you. Am I in love? I might be.
Yeah.
I love that you got me. I love that you.
You better flex.
Shit, he number uno right there.
I still see a crib.
Dog.
Bitches they ain't with you. Can't be pressed with their attitudes. You found a good girl that will stick by your side for good and bad times. No matter what, I am there. Your love will never be replaced. I am here to stay. Wanna take your name and your Players Club to our next stage that ends with my heart. You got me and I got you. You got me and I got you. You got me and I got you. You got me and I got you.
No, they don't got nothing
on you.
They just wish they could be you. They ain't watching from the side. I got you. Am I in love? I might be.
Yeah.
I love that you got me. I love that you.
Party today?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Bye.
That's loud enough?
Celebrate this moment. Love like this is one of a kind. Moment to never forget. Night of romance and unwind of our divine love. Holding each other and never let go. You got me and I got you. 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 You got me and I got you.
They don't got nothing on you. They just wish they could be you. They ain't watching from the side. I got you. Am I in love? I might be. I love that you got me. I love that you got me.
Hey NYC, this is Vero giving a shout out to DJ Loudmouth, the best DJ in NYC. Check us out on the radio at WhosNextNYC.com.
Confidence, gotta keep on really going there. We don't hear you, nigga. You been rapping forever. We don't hear you.
5 a.m. in the studio, cooking up some heat. Hey y'all, y'all know what it is. Young J, I'm back again. Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah, I'm back again. What? Let's get it.
I got demons in my soul. I do shit that I can't control. Wearing red like I'm from the road. Can't fuck with my team, so stay in your role. You know that I be in my zone. You know that I be in my zone. 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 You know that I be in my zone. I be in my zone. Can't knock me off of my throne. I be in my zone, you know that I be in my zone. I don't be waving no flags, lil' mama is bad, but she toxic, so to me that's a red flag. Get into the bag, coming from the rags, I'm tryna be popping them tags. Came a long way from washing them dishes, now I'm fulfilling all of my wishes. Making the money and making the difference, next generation, taking over the nation. But they call me impatient, should've embraced them, but resorting to hating. Killing shit like I'm Jason, get out the way cause I'm coming through. I'm doing the impossible, I'm just showing you just how I do. When it comes to the rise of the booth, they know I'm the truth. Like AI, they know that I stay fly. I chill with my niggas, you know that we smoke Zai, so you know that we stay high. Stop capping for cameras like you been a tough guy, cause you only a small fry. Talking about you wanna pull up to the block and slide, but we all know that you hide. I got demons in my soul, I do shit that I can't control. Wearing red like I'm from the road, can't fuck with my team, so stay in your role. You know that I be in my zone. You know that I be in my zone. 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 You know that I be in my zone. I be in my zone. Can't knock me off of my throne. I be in my zone. You know that I be in my zone. I got the crown and I wear it. Well, you niggas is mad cause I'm doing numbers. Well, you talking too loud, you better behave, yo. Self, cause you gon' only end up embarrassing yourself. Y'all niggas need help, going against me, what is the motive? Niggas like to run their mouth like a motor. I be everywhere like a promoter. You be leeching off, you a freeloader. Far from mediocre, putting work like I'm supposed to. Making hits like I'm Sosa. Younger Valley season never over, cause I'm always dropping from the first quarter to the second quarter to the third and the fourth. All of this winning as long as I'm living. As of yet, I never taken a loss. Conference tables when I'm at the meetings never far-fetched to keep up on the cross. All the shit that I've been through, yeah, I pay the cost just to be the boss. Got demons in my soul, I do shit that I can't control. Wearing red like I'm from the road, can't fuck with my team, so stay in your role. You know that I be in my zone. You know that I be in my zone. 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 You know that I be in my zone. I be in my zone. Can't knock me off of my throne. I be in my zone. You know that I be in my zone.
Hey. Yo, shout out to my guy for like dope entertainment.
Yeah, Furious. Welcome to my world, man. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Whether you like it or not, don't really care. different day, but something changed, so let's see if you listen. Everything you see that's glittered, is it really glistening? You see cracks in the foundation, nothing is holding up, but forget that. I'm about my bread, dog, getting my money, yo. Is it selfish that I'm focused on needing someone else? People judge on everything, so why not work on myself? She ain't really working with you if you don't have the funds, but infatuated with niggas that make 6 figures plus one. So blind about the green that she care less about his character. Social media played a part in that, not even mad at her. Now staying with that man who's no good is poison to the soul. But people are people, I guess I'd rather leave that shit alone. Might be offensive, but needed to be said. The love for my people is truly died or it's becoming dead. We kindle the flame, but easily put out with no struggle. Relationships don't work, mindset now is the hustle. Grind mode, the other shit is secondary. I'm aiming to be the greatest, the next visionary. It's a cold world that we living in though. Protect your frame of mind so that your real eyes can realize the truth within the lies. That'll go over some heads, but it's whatever. Always dropping gems, but at the same time being clever. I set records to beat records while repeat when it's broken. Life can be bleak at times, but that never stops me from hoping for better days, a better life, not only just for me, for everyone that's going through it. Straight from the NYC, words do have meaning if you put the action behind it. A shining star is born, everyone around you will be blinded.
You say you love me. You say you love me. Well, give me some sign.
Real lyrics production. I be that broken thinker. I don't need no drink, don't hate me liquor. The words cut my slicker. Love all my girl thick like a sticker. I smooth it like the operator. My woman trim your body like an oxygen. I keep the crowd looking in. Don't need no pen to paper. I'm overjoyed and thinking. The shit that I be thinking. Sinners are scared, this beat they Bible to try. I gave the 3 albums, 20 video. None of my sound must sound the same, but like that bitch a microwave. I follow my own way. Don't need Joe to stand in the loot. I just need a bad bitch on my side. Like my name is Kenny G, the plane and the flute. Keep your best engineer Eddie mixing my salt down. Got the hotter director, but Z, woman shooting my video. The American most warning, my music but destiny. Follow my own lead, no problem. Coming up with catchy tropes and nice melody. My style was American most wanted, everybody wanted. My style was American most wanted, everybody wanted. My style was American most wanted, everybody wanna use it. My style was American most wanted, everybody wanted. My style was American most wanted, everybody wanna use it.
I got that Haitian mineral flow, I'm the Zo General. They say these niggas do voodoo no matter where I go. Walk with that old Shango straw, I'm supernatural. Burning sage before the stage, that's how I pop my smoke. Yo envahi musique là, mais je m'y cap mes nègres plat. Yo le page, nouveau âge, pas fait jalousie pour ça. Gardien y'a prêté nan bas, peut-être ça me pressé sous route là. Yo ba jeunesse la gozam, pour yo tirer sous miwa. Mes amis ça c'est yon fait chaud, nèg yo la gen tout ghetto. Les petits moun yo nan beso, yo pas qu'à penser peut-être yo. America contre Valen Rose, gardien y'a pas acheté gros cerveau pour union. Pas j'aime fait yo, même qu'on est la fête yo. Yeah, y'a musique sans limite, pas de panique, sadistique. Mais coup de pique pour critique, tout mystique, négatif, éliminer vieux motifs. M'a écrion l'autre livre, fréquence 528, m'a simé l'amour, énergie. Moi passer là ici, performer devant 10 000 chrétiens. Yo dit moi ben koto sorti, moi dit c'est haïtien.
My style was American most wanted, everybody wanted. My style was American most wanted, everybody wanna use it. My style was American most wanted, everybody wanted.
This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know, and you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you, and you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace.
Attention all units, we have an officer in need of assistance.
If you step into my shoes, maybe then, no, then you know. If you see it through my eyes, maybe then, yeah, then you go. Oh, maybe then you know.
Through my eyes I've seen everything, from violence to murdering. We gotta make a change. Police brutality, no more lives taken away. Cops gotta change their ways. Too many black lives taken, mothers crying at their coffin. We need to make a resolutions to stop this hatred and racism and corruption. No more of this nonsense. All the things gotta change to live a better place, to live a better place.
Step into my shoes, maybe then, no, then you know. If you see it through my eyes, maybe then, yeah, then you go. Oh, maybe then you know.
Watch the news every day, it keeps replaying the same thing that we see. It logs in my memory, been going on for centuries. Slavery, killings, and violence. Can't keep this cycle, gotta break those chains. Teach the next generation to love and protect. Let no one disrespect. We need unity as one, believe in what needs to be done in this, or put it to a law.
Step into my shoes, maybe then, no, then you know. If you see it through my eyes, maybe then, yeah, then you go. Oh, maybe then you know.
We gotta put a stop. Let us all be heard and end the violence. No more killings. No more burials. Rest in peace of George Floyd. Black Lives Matter. Yeah.
Feel Good Friday is brought to you by Nissan.
School is back, and artist Veronica Gonzalez wanted to make the start of classes special for kids on the Lower East Side. She performed as families enjoyed food and snacks and got backpacks filled with supplies and reading books. Many in the community joined in. With this Feel Good Friday moment, I'm Kristen Shaughnessy.
Mr. King, I Ross our life with the bands. Sorry, mama, take this paper. Go to live a little longer. Don't sweat my technique. Buckle up, but I street time and I need uppercuts. Mike Tyson punch. Mr. King, I Ross our life with the bands. Sorry, mama, take this paper. Go to live a little longer. Don't sweat my technique. Buckle up, but I street time and I need uppercuts. Mike Tyson punch.
This is your victory. Don't stop at nothing. Let your obstacles be overturned. Reach as far as you can. Go as high as you can. Let no one tell you any different. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your victory.
Hey NYC, this is Betty Ross giving a shout out to DJ Loudmouth, the best DJ in NYC. Check us out on the radio at WhosNextNYC.com.
Always a pleasure coming to the station, playing that real hip hop shit. No watered down music, you heard?
That's right.
Straight fire. We breaking out all artists, you heard? And make sure y'all niggas tap in. DJ Loudmouth.
That's going viral.
DJ Loudmouth, man, he out here with Drippy Moolah, man. PA to NYC, big fat state, you know what's going on. Don't sleep on niggas you don't know, you feel me? You come through with Loudmouth, you know you're in tune.
You so come here, come correct.
Come correct.
That's what we're doing.
Right. Get right
Real
or get
hip-hop.
left.
Let's go.
Wow.
You need to level up, boss up, take care of your papers and move your money up. I'm off the mother shit, you better get your money up. Stop being scared, you need to level up. Spending money on the beach because I'm super lit. No more going bad broke. So with the road. So bitch,
It was good, everybody. You know the vibes. Wednesday night. You know what that means. Vero Spotlight Radio Show worldwide. We are live right now on the X, on Twitter. Go to my Twitter right now. Real Big Time J, J-Y. Real Big Time J, J-Y. We're on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. All right, go to Facebook right now. Jason Morello, DJ Loudmouth. We're live on YouTube on Who's Next NYC Radio, YouTube page, Vero Spotlight TV Network, Vero Spotlight Network, Who's Next NYC Radio YouTube channel. Right now, we're worldwide. We are broadcasting live on TuneIn Radio. That's right, TuneIn Radio. All right, TuneIn.com on Who's Next NYC FM. Worldwide, tri-state area, national, digital FM. Okay? And of course, we're live broadcasting both video and audio on our app, our radio station, WhosNextNYCRadio.com. WhosNextNYCRadio.com. We are live right now, all right? Worldwide. All right, originally we were supposed to be in the studio, but we're doing it remotely tonight. No worries. I'll be live in the studio. WPAT 930 AM, FM, tri-state area, worldwide. All right, Friday night, of course, 7 to 11 p.m. Our weekly top 10. We're going to have breaking news about the award show, about the voting, the whole thing. I got an exclusive interview with G-Star Fufu, international recording artist, and mogul, the whole thing. He's going to be in the building this Friday night. Queen Oceana's going to be in the building. X-Man, X Marks the Spot's going to be in the building. Hopefully, Exit Fame's going to be in the building as well, all the way from Massachusetts. He's doing his thing, blowing it up. He was recently on Power 105. He killed it, you know. So, yeah, shout out to my brother, Exit Fame. In the beginning of the show, we had music by Porter Jenkins called My Pistol. Shout out to you. We broke your music live on the air worldwide on Who's Next NYC FM radio. And also, of course, Ms. General, all right, from the Boogie Down Bronx, now in Florida. Boss Up, the remix. Definitely check those out on all streaming platforms. All right, definitely. You know, so it's Wednesday night. I'm here live. Hopefully, Vero G will be joining us shortly here. And yeah, it was good. What's the vibes tonight? It's rainy out there. You know, been a real mess the past few days. But you know, spring turns into summer, and it's gonna be a beautiful summer to come. You know, so stay tuned for that and all that stuff. We're gonna have major announcements coming up. We're gonna have major announcements coming up the next day or two on social media. So stay tuned to our social media. Of course, you can follow Vero G on the gram at official Vero G, VEROG. And of course, me, DJ Loudmouth Official, DJ Loudmouth Official. Of course, our official Instagram for the radio station at official Who's Next NYC. Make sure to follow that, run it up. And yeah, Twitter, we're live on Twitter, X right now. Real Big Time JJY. Of course, DJ Loudmouth on Facebook and Vero G on Facebook as well. And all that stuff. And yeah. So, yeah, we got some people that are going to come on for a few minutes. They should be with us shortly. We got a hot topic, controversial on the gram, you know, on my Instagram. Of course, we had G-Star Fufu in the studio yesterday. And yeah, we had him on there, and he answered the challenge that I have out there. You know, who got bars, tri-state area. I'm looking for the hottest rapper, MC out there. And if you got what it takes, if you think you got the courage and the balls and put your money where your mouth is, come on down to our station, Who's Next NYC FM radio. All right. And show us what you got, you know. And surprisingly, but not surprisingly as well, G-Star Fufu did his thing, and he redeemed himself from last year. You know, last year didn't go too well for him when he came to our station. But this year he came prepared, he came motivated, and he did his thing. You know, so I know some people out there had some comments on social media, you know, but he did his thing. You gotta give him his due. You know, he came a long way since last year, and he'll be back again. And we do have a competition, rap battle competition that we're going to start soon. Live on Who's Next NYC FM radio on WPAT 930 AM. And winners going to get $1,000. So go register, put your money up, money where your mouth is. Go to WhosNextNYCRadio.com right now and go lock in. We already have Lazarus the Top Don going to be in it. We have Escobano. We got Jay Funkadelic. And officially, I can announce here, G-Star Fufu has entered the competition. So those are the first four. You know, so if you think you got bars, step up, you know. So I think we have now a guest in the studio here, and Vero G could join in. And he's a little controversial.
No, Vero G's going to stay quiet today. I'm going to let Loudmouth take over.
You know, so let's move the
camera. He doesn't do anyway.
I don't have you on the camera here.
No, I don't want to be in the camera.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, let's get Young Jay on here. We were supposed to have a Fufu, G-Star Fufu, but let's get him in. Young Jay, are you with us?
Yeah. What's good?
What's good? For those that don't know who Young Jay is, he's one of the brightest young rappers in New York City, tri-state area right now. Been doing his thing the past several years, and he is our reigning male hip hop artist of the year. You know, so we got him in the building right now, with us live on the air worldwide, FM radio. Who's next? NYC FM radio. Talk to us. What's good? Okay, you're breaking up there. You need to have a stable connection. Make sure you're on Wi-Fi, or try to sign out, sign back in, if anything.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
Oh wait, I got you right now. Do you have a stable signal now?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead, go. We're live on the air. What's up? Talk to me.
All right. So the first thing I want to address is that you know I respect all artists that get up on a platform and sing or whatever, but at the same time, truth must be told. So you post a video on Instagram and you pose the question, do we have bars? And questions, they are a gateway to a conversation. And in a conversation, people have many opinions and people are entitled to their but at the same time, the truth must be told. So to say this, I am doing that, but at the same time, you're not going to from a
You there? You're breaking up. Young Jay, you there? All right, sign out and sign back in. Make sure you're on Wi-Fi. All right, so I'm gonna remove you and join right back in. Make sure you're on Wi-Fi, or you got 5G. If possible. All right, so we got technical difficulties with Young Jay, but basically he was saying that he gives props and respect to all artists out there that do their thing and attempt to do this, professionally and that at the same time, people were entitled to their opinion, and he felt that G-Star Fufu wasn't, good. He wasn't up to snuff. Unfortunately, Young Jay wasn't there, so he could have battled him. They could have had a little competition there, and see, who's the better person. Better rapper. But let's get Young Jay here to continue the conversation. You're there. We got you again? Young Jay, you there? All right, we got Queen Oceana, I believe. We got Queen Oceana on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, where's G-Star at? Is he with you? All right.
He'll be there in a minute.
All right, so before we have Fufu on here, let's show a snippet of the freestyle that is controversial and is blowing up on the gram, on Instagram. And if those don't know what I'm talking about, they could go to my Instagram at DJ Loudmouth Official and go check out the freestyle that G-Star Fufu did yesterday, and then judge for yourself, So let's check that out right now. And yeah. All right, hold on one second. We got people joining here. We got a guest coming up in a few minutes, RapStarr. So we can't be on here too long. We got to move on. But yeah, let's show a snippet right now, quick, of the freestyle, and then we'll jump in with our people here, Oceana and Fufu, to give their feedback.
Yeah. Freestyle.
Let's go. Freestyle Fridays. Who's
All
Next
right.
NYC FM Radio? Let's go.
Let them forgive him, Lord. Me and Fufu had to come up in the beginning. Switching, I did it like daddy needed it. I'm checking when your can of foods. Fufu had to come up with Atlanta scenes. You already know I had to get this money. I gotta pay my daddy and I gotta be a daddy. Gotta pay my fouls to get it right. Telling these people they don't understand it, they wanna they foul. Making me do it like I did a canal. Pushing these feelings, I get it like felines. Switching, I get it back and understand it. Liberation, I get it on it out. I do and I pull up in the Audi. That's your chick in my new Mercedes. These niggas couldn't get it, huh? When you thought you can take my chick, Nick. When you thought I was the only one, Nick. Who are you to filling allocations and vacations? I'm on a yacht, let a nigga know. I flitty ration, I did it like Fetty Wap. Telling you niggas I did it like WAP. I like that WAP and keep it wet. She tell you, many places I did it, she sucky. Best believe I do it like out of suckies. Man, I did it with some new Giuseppe's. Breaking bags, tell the nigga where you at and get it right. Yeah. Pull up in a Ferrari, these people don't get it, I understand it. I levitation, I elevated, I innovated. Telling these niggas that I get it's the super sacred. I did it, I underrated. Telling I'm overrated.
All right, there we go. So people could come back. All right, so you can't. Okay, all right.
I
All
am
right, so
unmuted.
we saw this. We saw the snippet. You can watch the full thing on my gram, and this Friday night on New Artist Friday on the New York on Who's Next NYC FM Radio and TuneIn Radio, and the full interview with G.
Wait, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again? I had an incoming call.
Anyway, I said that people could watch the full freestyle video on my gram on DJ Loudmouth Official, and this Friday night it'll be airing on Who's Next NYC FM Radio and TuneIn Radio, and the full interview that we did.
Yeah.
All right, so what's going on here? You guys got beef? On the
Well,
gram?
it's not more specifically me. It's more or less of like some fool named Eric named Young Jock or something like that. I just told both him and Real Lyrics to just say, if they don't got nothing nice to say, just keep their mouth shut because we're all emerging artists. Like, come on now.
AKA,
Like,
if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, basically.
and on
All
top
right,
of
but
that,
let me say this.
and on top of that,
hold on,
that's
hold
what's
on.
wrong with our community.
One at a time. We're gonna give everybody an opportunity.
Yeah, let's everybody be respectful about it, everybody, okay?
He's a
Okay, cool.
That's all.
award-winning artist. He won hip hop artist of the year, and he beat out major artists from around the world, including Lazarus the Top Don. I'm not trying to, but he beat people that are in the industry, the top of the industry. So we got to give him his props. Just like we got to give Fufu his props.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so Young Jay, go ahead, give us a minute response.
All right, so before I got like interrupted by this fucking, I don't know what was going on with the site, but everything is all straightened out now. But what I was saying was that I do not tolerate disrespect, and the disrespect that I was shown from a fake account, because I know for sure who was behind that fake account, because that person happened to harass Beyond Blue, and if you know Beyond Blue, then you know that she rolled with, you know who she rolled with. We're not gonna get into that, but From what my research showed, it was from the same person. So I hit the person up. I'm not gonna mention them because they know who they are. I handled the situation like a gentleman. I said, "Can you please stop operating from a fake account and doing all this negative bullcrap, commenting negative comments underneath my posts? Like no one was concerned about you, talking about, oh, your video is whack, your video is not like Dubai." But I'm like, but who else knows about Dubai? And who else knows about lyrics? Because he also mentioned the person that was operating behind the fake account. The person also mentioned the countdown. He was like, "Oh, you're not even on this week's countdown with DJ Loudmouth, the top music video of the week." I'm like, but who cares? And how do you know about that? So that automatically led me to believe that it was this person that we're discussing. So at the same time, I don't mess with nobody.
You've been in the top 10.
You've
been in the top 10 for a few months.
Exactly, but that's not the point, because we could talk about stats, we could talk about who's doing numbers, we could talk about all of that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what matters. What matters the most is that as long as you stay in your lane and don't mess with nobody, that's how you do not have any problems. And that's what I've been doing for the most part. I've been staying in my bubble, staying in my lane, keeping to myself, but still killing these shows and still doing my thing. Now, the minute that someone comes at me, I'm going to retaliate. I'm not the person to just let someone disrespect me and step all over me like I'm a doormat. So, of course, I'm going to say what I have to say. So I hit the person up and I told him not to do that. And he kept continuing. He kept doing it. So I'm like, all right, you forcing my hand. That's why I did what I did. And then when the video was posted, notice how I did not say anything. All I did was posted a GIF. And Real Lyrics laughed at it. That's it.
Yeah.
And people are getting mad at it.
Okay, let me just say this. First of all, that's you attacking somebody else, and that is not right. And secondly, that fake account, you don't know who it was. And to clarify anything, Beyond Blue is also my friend too. So anybody who's attacking her, I would defend her, no doubt. But you just have to verify if that person is a real account or not, because people be faking a lot out here. So you don't know who is behind that. And on top of that, from another artist to another, you attack somebody first, and then on top of that, you have disrespected somebody else. So of course they're gonna retaliate against you. So you gotta make it make sense. Like, come on.
You're not making sense.
Yeah, but we're all adults here. We're all artists. If we don't have nothing nice to say to each other, then just don't say it. What's the sense of starting a whole war for? Like, come on.
No one's starting a war, clearly. But okay, continue.
But you still had attacked another artist, so you don't like it when somebody's attacking you. So what do you think that they're gonna do?
So
they're gonna retaliate against you too.
All right, one at a time. Yeah, okay.
Hey guys,
one at a time. Talk one at a time.
Gotcha. What's up, guys? This is founder, CEO of Fufu Nation Music Group, Fuquan, also the artist that you're saying what my name is. All right, so I never came at nobody. Yes, in the previous past, me and Beyond Blue was not getting along at that time. So I had beef with Stormy. That's a whole nother story. Make sense?
Yeah.
All rumors that he was saying about my name, I'm just clearing it up. You understand? So everything this last year fell apart. I'm just being honest. But
this has nothing to do with Stormy. This has to do that Queen Oceana, and I don't know this fake account, was going after Young Jay. Young Jay just did a GIF. He didn't say
I don't know.
that. And then
wait, what? I'm confused. Wait,
loud.
Fake account, because I'll be having fake accounts taking attacks at me too, at Vero G, at other people. You know, if you're gonna attack somebody, hold on a minute. If you're gonna attack somebody, use your fucking profile and show your fucking face and put your name on it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Don't be a coward.
My fucking name is
I don't know if everybody's aware. I did have an investigator look into
And
that
I'm
account.
defending Young Jay right now on his behalf.
He did,
I know,
yeah.
but listen to me. I did have an investigator look into that account.
Yeah.
The only people that I know that made a fake account in 2023 was Stormy and what you call it.
Yeah,
Those
me
are
too. I
only
can
two
attest.
fake accounts I know.
Yeah.
And it even targeted me. So, come on. I already know who it is.
All right, let me say this. Because if you're speaking on Stormy, me and Stormy, I press Stormy because I actually seen him face to face. He knows Fisa Rollins, and Fisa Rollins is a good friend of mine. So Fisa Rollins was having an event, and I came through to support her. But when Stormy pulled up, the first thing I did was press him. I said, "Do you have any problems with me? Because if you do, let me know now so that we can get to the bottom of it." And that's the same thing. That's the same energy that I would have with any of y'all. If y'all have a problem with me, I will pull up to wherever you at, and I will confront you. I will ask you if you have a problem with me, because I don't do this internet shit. You feel me?
Young
Neither do we.
Yeah, I respect that.
I am real with mine. Like if I have a problem with somebody, I will pull up on them too.
Not that serious.
But here's the thing. And here's the thing.
Same.
We all know that Stormy can be a compulsive liar, and he will tense up on anybody. He did it to he did it to me. He did it to Fuqua. He did it to a couple of artists. So of course he's going to lie, and then be a punk, and then make a whole fake account. He done attack me as well too.
I'm not
And I
surprised.
don't play that shit.
So I already had people on this already. I already investigated.
Well,
First of all,
the reason why you guys are here is to talk about the controversy with the comments on the video on Instagram.
Oh,
this has nothing to do with Stormy. Stormy's a fucking nobody. He's a bum. He's irrelevant. He has no career.
I know, but at the end of the day, like
the people on here now have careers. So
all right, so
let's keep his name out of it. And Stormy's not here to defend himself either. I always invited him to come on here, and he has yet to accept it. So there's two sides of the story.
I know.
Stormy does have an open platform, whether I like him or not, but the truth needs to be told. But let's keep him out of it for now, and let's focus on what's going on here.
Because I don't have only pages I have is my regular Facebook page. That's only for family members and my coworkers. That's it. My Instagram is the only. I do have a public profile on just with a blue verified check for Facebook, and I do have a verified check on my Instagram. That tells you that's me. All right. I just want to verify. I'm not going to come at nobody on a fake page. Because I don't have that luxury at this point.
And I'm just gonna put this out too. Like my Instagram is Queen Oceana of New York. I do not hide behind fake pages either. I do not attack anybody on a fake page. If I had a problem with you, I will say something on this page that I'm using right now.
Exactly.
I don't. Because here's one thing: we do not play those fake hide behind fake accounts because that's just being a coward.
And not just that, I have for example, the only time you're going to see a different page come to you if that's my lawyer and I got to serve you either a lawsuit or a subpoena. That's it. Of course, I'm a corporate company. That's it.
It's true.
And I'm also on stock exchange.
All right. So
where we stand with this beef here? Can peace be made or no?
Yeah, I mean,
we can
misunderstanding.
be respectful of people's work.
Young
Do
Jay,
not come after people if you don't have nobody. If you have nothing to say, I don't have no problems.
All right.
Yeah, Ocean, just relax. It's all good. Okay.
I don't have. I'm just gonna say it out of my mouth so everybody knows. I don't know you, Young Jay, but I know you're a good artist. I wish you all the best. I have no problems with you.
All right, I'm gonna say this. DJ Loudmouth, correct me if I'm wrong. You asked the question, right? When you post that video, right? Does he have bars, right? Now, say if I had not posted that GIF, right? As an artist, you're going to face a lot of opposition. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be thick-skinned. So of course there's going to be someone saying, "Oh, you don't have it. You don't have no bars or whatever." That does not mean that people are attacking you. That means that people are entitled to their opinions. And if you cannot respect that, then you do not need to be an artist, because if you're sensitive about what people think, then that just goes to show that you don't need to be in this field. You don't need to be in this industry, because 9 times out of 10, look at Lizzo. Look at where Lizzo is at. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be thick-skinned.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one more thing, and then I'm done.
We got RapStarr in here, by the way. Shout out to him.
Oh, respect. Shout out,
what you're
RapStarr.
saying.
Okay. But go on.
Okay, I understand of where you're coming from, but here's the thing. Why say something negative if it's going to cause a problem or start a war? There's no need for that. If you don't have nothing nice to say, then just keep it to yourself. Keep it moving. If I don't like something, I wouldn't comment and laugh at somebody, especially when somebody is also trying to come up in the industry. I wouldn't bash anybody if they're just trying. That's the problem in our community. We're always bashing each other down when we should be lifting each other up. Like, come on, let's be sensitive and be real about this.
All right,
If you
so
don't have nothing nice, keep it to yourself, because you wouldn't like it if somebody were to attack you in the same way.
I'm gonna say this. I'm an award-winning artist, okay? I have a plaque in my bedroom. I have over 60K streams worldwide. So at the end of the day, I don't give a damn if people don't like my music. There's always going to be people around the world that likes my music. I don't even care if my friends don't share my music. There's a billion people in this world. So why would you stress out about what one person has to say? And notice, I'm gonna tell you this again. I posted a GIF. No words were exchanged, okay? So you cannot help at the fact that people laugh at a joke or whatever.
Yeah, that's something you cannot control.
Excuse me, I'm still talking. I was silent while y'all was talking. So let me have this. Thank you. Like I was saying, as an artist, you're gonna be ridiculed, you're gonna be laughed at, because honestly, God truth, I was at a show and my bro was performing and I was standing in between these two guys and they was making fun of him. They were making fun of him. And it's not right. But at the same time, they are entitled to their opinions. If they don't feel like the artist got it or whatever, they are entitled to that opinion. You cannot do nothing about it. All you got to do is just brush it off and keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't go back and forth with somebody just because you want to defend them or whatever. You feel like they bashing or whatever. They have a right to feel the way they do. You're not God. You're not Jesus. I'm still talking. Thank you very much. Notice how I did not interrupt y'all when y'all was talking. That's the thing. Y'all so quick to talk, so slow to listen. That's another thing I have to learn as artists too. That's all.
Okay, so why be part of the problem and instead you could be part of the solution? You don't have to be part of that crowd that talks about people. You don't have to be that way. You can be part of the solution and actually encouraging people. There's a whole lot of people that are just nasty out there because they don't have no lives. You don't have to be part of that community. Just keep it to yourself. You don't have to be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. Like, I wouldn't attack you if I didn't like your music. I keep it to myself. So it's just all about respect.
All right, so let me wrap this up here because we got RapStarr. I got to get him on here for his interview. How about this? I propose this. If you guys want to settle this, not on the streets, let's settle this on the air. G-Star Fufu, one-on-one against Young Jay. And put your money up and we do this live on the air.
No problem. But let me just say one thing though.
Run it.
Let me just say one thing, like,
and then we'll let the viewers and listeners all around.
I know, hold on. Let me just say this one last thing. First of all, I'm not an artist. I'm not just an artist. Let me just reframe that. I'm an entrepreneur, all right? I have other things that I deal with on a daily. Not just music. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I do. I do have my own corporation. I have everything that I have. Yes. But hold on. I have awards too. I have a lot of acclamations. I don't have to tell people that. It shows for itself. You understand? I get what everybody's coming from. Yes. But I don't really care what, I'm just going to say this out of my mouth so y'all hear it. I don't care what y'all say about me. I don't give a fuck. It's just that I understand where she came from. Maybe she responds to it. I respond to things when I just can't take it now. Like, okay, fine. Yeah, I respond. Last year, I had a very short temper. I ain't gonna lie. Me dealing with a lot of shit in my personal, I just had a short temper. Yes, I recently, I didn't get arrested, but I had to go through some shit. All right, just saying this on air. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So I'm just giving y'all guys a standpoint of where I'm coming from. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I know where I'm at already in life. I don't need to respond. I even told her, don't respond. Just let them talk. People gonna talk. Everybody got their opinion and shit. I don't give a fuck. I got my own opinion and shit. I just, it is what it is. So I don't care. It's just when it's lies behind the scenes or whatever that I feel like that just doesn't make sense, right? Or if it's just the character, there's a difference from opinionations, and people doing dumb shit. Makes sense behind your scene just to try to fuck you, nigga. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. People can talk, but as long as you ain't crossing boundaries with other shit, I don't give a fuck.
Well, so Young Jay, do you accept the challenge? Do you wanna face him on the radio station live on the air, 1-on-1, and you know?
And 9 out of 10.
Nah, because I got way more important shit to do. Like, no disrespect, I will pay the radio station a visit because that's been long overdue. But as far as this challenge goes, it's too easy. Too easy. You cannot fuck with the lyrical god. So therefore, I'm sorry. Go find someone that's on your level because I am way above your level, boy.
Oh my God!
I guess I'll see you at the Grammys this year.
Right then and there is just a total. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with this shit.
You gotta have confidence, man. You gotta have confidence. If you're an artist, you gotta have confidence. And I have confidence. My confidence is at an all-time high. If you don't have that confidence, I don't know what to tell you. But me, I'm straight.
I'm good too. All right,
ain't nobody scared because we can just we're easily just as great as you are.
It's good talking to y'all though.
It's okay. Ocean is fine.
All right, but can we have peace or
like keep it real?
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yo, as long as
DJ Loudmouth.
I got bigger things to handle. Gotta go.
All right. Thank you. All right. Just keep the peace. Most importantly, I promote no violence. We just had a unity event in the Bronx to end gun violence. Our campaign. So let's increase the peace. So if you guys can't settle it, as gentlemen, my advice, my suggestion was, let's settle in the studio. But see what happens. All right, I thank everybody for tuning in. Let's go to now. You can watch us. You can listen to us on the Who's Next NYC FM on TuneIn Radio, WhosNextNYCRadio.com. We're live everywhere, so you can check us out there on the TuneIn app. Who's Next NYC FM. All right, thank you. All right, let me remove him. Sorry. All right. So I'm sorry you had to come in like that, but we had like a situation here. Of course we break stuff as it happens here on Who's Next NYC FM Radio, and we had a live beef on the air. It started on the gram on my Instagram, DJ Loudmouth Official, because we had G Star Fufu, RapStarr. We had him at our station yesterday doing a freestyle interview, and I guess a few people clowned on him on the gram, in the comments. And then there was like a fake account throwing shots back and forth, and then Fufu's wife got into it with Young Jay, and it got crazy, So I was trying to diffuse the situation, at least get them to talk, virtually, and hopefully they could, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna hug it out anytime soon, but at least keep it moving, But it is the business. You're gonna get criticism. It's part of it. You're gonna get people to shit on you, whatever. People tell me I'm washed up. I'm past my prime and all this other stuff. I'm a fat fuck and all this other shit. But I'm still here. I'm still getting paid. So it is what it is. But anyway, the floor is yours. We got RapStarr, the one and only in the building here. Who's next? NYC FM radio, worldwide. Talk to us.
Man, it's I'm happy to be here, man. It's been a great run, man. Like I swear, these votes coming in every day. People's really feeling the record. It's like, I do it for hip hop. Like I'm a hip hop person. Like, I'm a 90s baby. You know what I'm saying? A 90s baby. So I represent, people from who's born in like, from 90s all the way to 99. You know what I'm saying? And the pure essence of, the hip hop music that we grew up to, and I want to be the voice for the people and everything. And I want to give people what they really want, is to bring that old school hip hop back, because it is coming back for real, for real. There's a few artists other than myself that I know perfectly that, honestly, that, I told my grandfather this. I said, he asked me a question. He said, can you think one person can change hip hop? And I was like, one person could change hip hop, but I was like, but you know what? It has to be more than one. Unless that one person can go and just sweep the nation, one of my top influences, 50 Cent, how he came and he just swept the whole thing, Unless you a person like that, it's going to have to take about few people with like minds to come and move the system how they want to. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even just, switching it back. But I think what it is I think that in hip hop, we lost like originality, and we also missed different styles because everybody's trying to be, not everybody, but they have the cookie cutter thing that they have in the industry and everything like that. And people can't, they can't, what's the word? They can't really be original, but they can't like more than one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like in the 90s, like you could have, you could play, go to, remember VH Soul? VH Soul, when they played the music videos and everything like that, they would go and they would have the music videos. And 1 minute it'd be Justin Timberlake when he dropped, back in 2003. And then you could play the clips over here. And then come back and you can play Anne Marie over here, Ludacris over here, 50 Cent, Eminem, India, Irie, Jill Scott. It was a whole smorgasbord of talented artists that you can go and say, you know what, I'm in the mood to listen to some pro-black music, so I'm going to go listen to some Erykah Badu. And then you go and you switch and be like, you know what, I'm on some gangster. I want to listen to some Mobb Deep. It was the whole thing. That it was different areas that you can enjoy. And in today's hip hop, people has that one tunnel, they got that one tunnel that they focusing on, but there's artists like me and other artists that I know, like I said, that has, the variety to kick that knowledge in it too. Because, one of the elements of hip hop is knowledge. And that's what we want to do. We want to kick knowledge.
Definitely. So I guess your music is influenced by, you growing up and you know, what you heard in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that.
It's like
And also
it's
what's
like up
going on.
it's like updated old school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, the pure essence that you would get around those times, you know, because I'm still living like it was back in them times, you know. You like look at it and you be like, yo, you got the style, like the skinny jeans is in style and everything like that. You know, the majority of the people that wear them in my city, they do. It's usually the older guys that's like around in their 40s, 50s that's still, you know, thugging, you know, that's the OGs and everything like that. But the majority of the fashion style is, you know, you got the Nike slides and you got the, you know, you remember, I know you remember a time where anytime you went out the house, you had to look fresh to death. You know what I'm saying? You had to make sure, yo, you had to make sure that the Timbs was curling. You had to know that I don't even care if you was going to the mailbox, son. You had to look dope, man. Like, you had to look dope, son. Like, because you don't know who you might run into. I carry that same mentality everywhere I go. You know, even when I'm at work, you know, I dress, you see the chains and everything, see the bling like blow, you know. I go to work like that. This is what I came in, son. Like, come on, yo. Like, I live this, I breathe this. I'm hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my nicknames. When I go to work, there's my man. He works in I work at Home Depot, you know, and there's this guy who works in the paint department. He's an OG. His name is Marty. Shout out to my boy Marty. He calls me hip hop. He don't even call me by my real name. He don't even call me by my rap name. Every time I see him, he'd be like, "What up, hip hop?" That's me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have to shout out my dad and my mom. You know, I'm gonna tell you a little story about who RapStarr is and how RapStarr, you know, became who he became, because we in one of the hottest radio stations around. You know what I'm saying? Who's Next? NYC. Exclusive story. So I started rapping when I was around between like 9 to 11. And my mom, growing up in the 90s in Pittsburgh, PA, I'm from Pittsburgh, PA, you know, the 412. My mom worked at 2 radio stations, and it was like 2 of like one of black owned stations in Pittsburgh. And she worked at a place called WCXJ. It was literally right next door to the Catholic school that I used to go to. It was like an earshot. Like, if I got in trouble, all the teacher had to do was lift up the window and shout out, you know, be like, "Yo, get your son." It was that close. So I spent a lot of time at the radio stations. My mom would do radio drops for like local stores. Like, there was a store called Sam's Bostonian Shoe Stores. So imagine I'm 3 years old doing radio drops with my mom. That's how I got into it, you know, with the switchboards, and you have to put the tapes in the slots and everything. My mom, she ran the tables. I was right there, 3 years old, looking at her doing the stuff. You know, talk radio. You know what it is? You know, that was talk radio. They had talk radio on that time. And then she also worked at another radio station around the same time, but she worked there a little bit longer. And it was a radio station called Whammo, WCX. It was WCXJ first, and it was Whammo. My mom, she worked in the news side, and the news side and the actual music side, they're like in the same building. They're just split in half. You know, back then it was split in half. So my mom would work on the Saturdays or Sundays, and when I would go around like 6, 7, 8 years old, I'm around her. She's, you know, taking me to work and everything, and I'm seeing how she do correspondent records. Like, there was this woman named April Ryan, who's like a White House correspondent, like representative. Like, she goes and she talks to the officials, and she goes and do radio drops to give the people the news what's going on in the White House. And my mom would record it and do stuff like that. And yeah, and then when I would sleep, I remember I would sleep in one of the radio stations, like in the little booth. And then when I woke up around 11, because we got there around like 6, I woke up at 11. I would go to the left, I would go to the right side of the station, and the right side of the station where I was at, that's the music side. And there's a legend that I actually was fortunate enough to meet. His name is Porky Chadwick. He was one of the old school DJs, you know, the original. And me and him, we used to talk, you know, talk about different stuff. And then I would actually go to where the DJs, when they're online or in the booth and you hear it on the radio and everything, I was in the booth. Shout out to DJ Black Still. I was around him. I was there when he was like doing the music. I even got a mixtape that he gave me like a long time ago. I still remember that, you know. But he showed me, you know, copyright forms and everything at an early age. We're talking about 11 years old, you know. Now to get back to, that's my mom, my dad, he really had an influence on me. Like really, like we talking about early 90s. Like imagine being like, it's like 94 and you sitting in your dad's Cadillac shotgun and you got the leather seats in the back. It's like about 98 degrees outside. It's leather, your skin hits the leather seats and the you know, seat belt burns you and everything. My dad got the wood grain. He's banging Bone Thugs and Harmony. He's banging Tupac. He's banging Dre. He's banging Snoop. He's banging all of the legends. Shine, Mobb Deep. I mean, he's like even the 90s. Like he was banging Kim the artist, CEM. He was banging what was that group? Blackstreet. He was banging, you know, Missy Elliott, Ludacris, you know, when 50, you know, started getting, he bought the whole G-Unit mixtape series. Like that's how I got into it. So my dad, he was bombarding me with classic hip hop. We had battle records. Like remember going down to the bodega and you had to go and get the little 5 CD things, and you had DJ like DJ Clue, DJ K Slay, DJ Envy, the Drama King, Street Wars, DJ Pete Cutter. You know what I'm saying? Like these, like, yo, they really shaped the artist that I am now. I would listen to the diss tracks between the artists. This is where I would be like, oh, okay, so this is how you really do it. Yeah, I was like, oh, so this is how you really do it, nigga. And then my dad, you know, he was like a movie connoisseur. So I watched documentaries. Like I watched, you know, the Tupac Resurrection DVD, you know, when 50 Cent came out with the Get Rich or Die Trying the Get Rich or Die Trying album, and he had the DVD disc, and he had the New Breed disc, and it had the documentary of how 50 and G-Unit got actually started and everything. The Beef DVDs. These are all things that helped shape who RapStarr was. So I remember recently, within like I think I want to say around this year or last year. I want to say it was last year. Me and my dad, we had a conversation. I said, you know what, Dad? Did you intentionally put the rap stuff out there for me to be a hip hop artist? And he said, you know what? He said, yeah, but the thing about it was I wanted to know if this was actually something that you wanted to do. So I gave you the groundwork and everything. And he was like, think of it like this. Me and my dad got a strong bond, right? That's my guy. Like there's not too many people that's my age in my, like, you know, that can say that their fathers are like, yo, their best friend. There's a lot there are, don't get it twisted. There's more fathers involved in their lives, especially in the Black community, in the brown community. Yo, the fathers are there, but there's certain ones that you could definitely say, like, yeah, my homie didn't have one. My homie didn't have one. He didn't know one. He don't get along with him. You know, but me and my dad, we got that bond. I was just over there today. Shout out to my dad. He's feeling a little sick right now. Hope he feels better. But when I asked him, and he was like I said, like a father. I'm your son, so everything that I say, you hold like the grasp of what your father's saying. And when I give you these tools, because you're so much like me, you gravitated towards it. So that's when I started writing my first rhyme. I remember the first song that I did was to the Biggie Smalls Big Papa joint. It was the remix. So I first started writing rhymes out. Now, how I started writing rhymes out was I would go down to this record store. There's a place in Pittsburgh. It's a borough off of Pittsburgh. It's called Wilkinsburg, and they had a record place called Upbeat Records. This is like if we was to go to like the booth where all the mixtapes is and everything like that. This was like an actual store. You know what I'm saying? So you go in and he have everything. So I remember he had a whole booklet full of DJs who would give industry beats as a mixtape. So I would buy a mixtape full of Dr. Dre instrumentals. I had a mixtape full of Eminem instrumentals. I had a mixtape full of G-Unit instrumentals, 50 Cent instrumentals, Timberland instrumentals. And I'm not talking about like as far as like Dre and Timberland goes, I'm not talking about just those songs. I'm talking about almost every artist that they produced on the record, instrumentals. Sometimes it'd be a double disc CD, man. Wow. So I'm like, yo. I'm telling you. So what I did was I learned from listening to the G-Unit radio mixtapes. I think the G-Unit radio mixtapes don't get like talked about a lot because it was between Dipset and G-Unit is what like sparked it off. You know, and G-Unit actually had 25 series, not including the 3 mixtapes that they had before and the few after that they had after. But we talking about a whole 25 series. And every time 50 Cent dropped one, I was right behind it, you know, soaking up game, you know, okay, oh, he did a remix to this joint. Okay, I'll go and I'll listen to the songs and everything like that. And I noticed that he's rapping and I'm counting the bars 16. Okay, that's a verse. Rapping right where the chorus used to be. Okay, the chorus is 4 bars. Okay, this is what I do. All right, here we go. And I started doing that. I taught myself how to write in a song structure. Not only that, but also bridges, hooks, breakdown points, you know. So that's how I started, you know, actually writing rhymes. And, you know, I started meeting like some very important people along the way. Shout out to my boy Twist One. Twist One, he was very instrumental in sculpting me into being a better MC. You know what I'm saying? I would go to his crib often and record there. I remember times he would like pick me up and take me to his crib. I was like dumb young. I was in college. Take me to the crib. We would go and he's a Rastafari, you know. So he would teach me a lot of stuff along the way, you know. So I want to give him a shout out because, like I said, he was, you know, instrumental in that. Then as time grew on, when I was in college, I started doing my first shows in college. And that's where I started getting my stage presence. That's where I started doing stuff at. So what I usually do back then, when I did concerts, before I would go and I would do like a show for the Black Student Union at my college or AIDS awareness, you know, college, I would go and I would go on YouTube and I would watch like my favorite artists, like on their stage presence. I mean, we talking like I got 5 top MCs. Like if there was like 5 MCs that like was like the pavement of how RapStarr is, it would be number 1, it'd be Eminem. 2 would be 50 Cent / G-Unit. Number 3 would be LL Cool J. Number 4 would be DMX. And number 5 would be Lil' Kim.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, like I'm a huge Kim fan. Yeah. Like, yo, like I don't know if you, Jace, I don't know if you see my TikToks, right, man?
A little bit. I'm not on there that often.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, the shit that I have on there, I'm telling you, bro, it will blow your mind because I do dedication. Like hip hop. Like I love hip hop. Like I love hip hop. Like this is what it is. Look at the videos. Matter of fact, if you go on my TikTok, it's Rap to the Star. So that's the @ITSRAP. Nice. Number 2, THE STARR. Same with my Instagram too. But you know, you go in and you search for me, and I do. I just did it. I just put a video out today. You know, promoting. You know, the competition. You know, the best artist award and the best artist of the year. You know, with you guys, and I've been doing promotions like that. See, I'm not only an artist verbally, but I also do graphic designs for myself in promotion. I have a manager. Shout out to Beverly Bush. You know, shout out to DJ CJ. Beautiful Danger Entertainment's in the building. But I don't have a a graphic design team, so I got to do it myself. I got to make a way and be like, you know what? I don't have a record right now to put out. So what can I do to keep the fans happy or make myself visible or something like that? Because if I don't got a record, I'm a working man just like everybody else. You know, I don't always gotta like just come out with a record. You know, life's crazy for an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't got a record right now, shoot, you put out something every once in a while, and you're not going to get the traction that you need. So when you do have something to come out, you don't have people looking at you. So what I do is I do it for myself first because I love this. Like nobody else is doing it. This is my style. Like nobody else is doing what I'm doing. And you know, I feel like I'm really showing people what the culture is all about. It's all about support. It's all about unity. It's all about showing respect. It's all about paying homage.
Well, I
You know
don't,
what I'm
I don't
saying?
know people that were on here earlier, they're going to show respect to each other. But, you know.
I mean, that's a personal issue. That's a personal issue. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm just saying, in my perspective, you know, overall, you know, hip hop is about peace and unity. Hip hop started with, you know, talking about the craziness that's been going on with our people. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop started out of the ashes of the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, we were supposed to take that spot. We got the voice. We got the power. You know what I'm saying? There's people around the world that follows hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This is our culture, from the blacks to the Jamaicans to the Boricuas. So, ¿sabe? That's what it is. This is the culture that we started. So when somebody say, yo, who's the best MC ever? I said, that's a personal opinion. But you can't deny that. Shout out to DJ Kool Herc, because if it wasn't for him and people around him and people who was with him creating that, we wouldn't be here. So we got to pay homage. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay homage.
Let me run it back with you. You gave your top 5 of all time.
Well, that's not my top 5. That's just the top 5 that I say that helped me. Those are the top 5 that helped me be the best MC that I could be by studying them. That's the top 5 of mine. With
Eminem, what do you think? I'm sure, obviously, you've been following what's been going on for a while now. What do you think of the controversy between Benzito and Eminem? Because Benzito's come out that Eminem's the white Elvis, and that you know, he's not real hip hop and all this stuff, and that he's racist and, you know, all this stuff. And then recently Benzito went and to Mom's Spaghetti, his restaurant in Detroit, and disrespected it, shot a video there. I'm sure you've seen that or heard about it. And he took the sign from the restaurant and like a bunch of foolishness, you know. So my personal opinion is Benzito is irrelevant now, and he's just using it for clout to get his name out there, mentioning Eminem. But I don't know. I want to hear your point of view on that.
Well, I'm a shady baby. Baby. So I know this. I know this all too well. It's not new. This is really an old beef.
Yeah.
But as an M fan, and I have conversations with one of my closest homeboys. Shout out to True Liz.
Shout out
He's
to
another dope.
He's listening right now. Shout out to him in the check-in. Shout out
Word.
to Crazy Joe. His show will be on after ours at 10 p.m. Check that out. Shout out to Real Lyrics. Shout out to Beyond Blue on the check-in listening. Black Diamond and Bossy V. All right, go on.
Okay. So again, shout out to my boy True Live. He's another dope Pittsburgh East Coast all day, MC. He's the one. He's the one that actually. I'll talk about him in a minute, because me and him, like that's my brother. I gotta big him up. But it's crazy because, like I said, I'm a shady baby, and I get some of the points that Zeno has mentioned, but it's a little outdated because it's like, it was like, yo, is you gonna let, talk about a black woman like this or da 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 and everything like that. And it's like, have you, first of all, if he was really like that, he's in a position to where you're hiring other brothers and turning them into well-known artists so they can feed their families. You know what I'm saying? If you've seen how crushed M was when Proof died, rest with the ancestors Proof. The friendship and the bond that they have, it transcends that, that race shit. And I'm pro-black than a mug, but there is an exception to every rule. And then you got to also understand, M was young back then. He matured a lot.
Yeah.
He stood up for black people when he didn't have to. He used his platform to publicly go and be like, you know what? Like what he did with what's his name? Fuckboy Trump. He did it with Bush too back then, and became political. He became politically aware. He wasn't that same white boy who, talking about he wanted to kill his baby mama and everything like that. See, that's what M haters, they always refer to that M, and it's like, but when I like M, a lot of people, they say they can't relate to M. Like there's black people that say they can't relate to M, and I'd be like, I'm black and I relate to M. There was it was crazy. The one song, my favorite Eminem song, it was on the Eminem show, and it was the Sing for the Moment. And it was the last verse when he said, we sing for these kids who don't have a thing except for a dream in a fucking rap magazine, who post pinning pictures on their walls all day long, idolize their favorite rappers and know all their songs. But for anyone who ever been through shit in their life and they sit and they cry at night, wishing they died till they throw in a rap record and they sit and they buy it, say we nothing to you, but we the shit in they ass. That's why we seize the moment. Come on, son. When I heard that shit, yo, that actually made me want to write, yo. That made me like the 8 Mile movie also inspired me too. I was that kid in the back of the bus, 14 years old, with the skull cap on, in the back of the bus with my headphones, my CD player in the back, writing my rhymes. I'm writing my rhymes. That's what I'm doing. It inspired me to do that. Not saying that dude was other artists, because like I said, my dad, he had music all around me. So it was just that Eminem was the artist that made me want to become a rapper. And then 50 Cent in the G Unit actually made me want to become like, yo, no, this is what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is really, really what I want to do. So after that, it was like a no-brainer. You know, so I was doing things like when I started writing rhymes, I started like doing stuff like rapping for extra credit at school and everything like that. I remember one year I was failing math, and my music teacher, I mean not my music teacher, but my math teacher, he told me, he said, yo, I'll bump your whole grade up if you know, make a rap about algebra. And I did it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I did it.
You still remember
and,
that?
and hell no. The only thing I remember is
I want to
the only thing I remember it was because I did it, and this is crazy. And this is crazy because, like I said, I'm a hip hop, so I used to do stuff. Okay, so when I was in that math class, I used the Ja Rule clapback beat. I was like, we go rap math, we go rap math, we go rap math, we go. Let's get this A, nigga. It's like, no, but no, that's what it was, you know. So I was like, I had to do what I do, and the math was correct, motherfucker. So, so I was like, yo, so that's what it was. So, you know, then I would do other things. Like I remember I used to rap in church. Now, not to step on anybody's belief, but I wanted to let everybody know that I am an atheist, and there's things that I have read. Like I'm also a historian too. A lot of people don't know I have a degree in history, and specialize in African American, Latino American, and Native American history. So the things that I've read, the things that I studied, cited works, me actually doing like a little mini DVD documentary in a small museum in Denora, PA. But there was also things that showed me how, like, even in a religious setting, like how cliquish they can be, like, you know, be like, yo, why would I want to be around people like that don't walk like that they preach? You know what I'm saying? So I remember when I was in church, my mom, she would take me to church. Now, don't get it twisted. I know the Bible and everything. My grandfather was actually a minister at his own church on my father's side. So my father was a preacher's kid. My father taught me the Bible. He also used to teach me about African Egyptian heritage. He taught me about Kemet and Kush, and, you know, different kingdoms of Africa and everything like that. So, like, I'm even back then as young, I'm diving into history and reading stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I go in and I used to rap for church. So what I did was I used to flip songs. So remember what I told you, I would be on the mixtapes and they had the instrumentals and I would write the instrumentals and everything. So I was in the choir. And I couldn't sing worth a damn. I can't sing worth a damn. I'm not a Drake. I'm not a Usher. I'm more like a DMX. I'll balk at you. but you know, the fact that they had me in there and they actually let me rap. So we did a song. There was a song and they would do like little kid songs and this and do that and everything. And there was a song called God's Got a Blessing. And it was a woman. She actually, at the time, I don't know if she's still with them or not. I lost contact with them since my mom and I didn't go to that church anymore. But the woman, she was actually with, like, they were girlfriend and boyfriend with one of the DJs at the radio station my mom used to work at. You know what I'm saying? So she was the music director at the church. So she did the song. They did the song called God's Got a Blessing. She on the keyboard and everything. And she would break down and she would do the 50 Cent in the club, you know, thing like dun dun. I go and I did a rendition. I did a rendition of 50 Cents in the club, and I turned to the end of church. And I also did Chingy. This was like 2003. So I'm 12 at this time. I did a rendition of Right There but the church version.
Okay.
And it was cool until for some reason they had this guy who I guess was a wannabe rapper, or he was trying to be a rapper way back when, I don't know. And I guess he stumbled on one of Diddy's parties. Not saying he actually went to Diddy's party, but what he said in his sermon, he said that he was a rapper and he was trying to get signed. And I guess he went somewhere and tried to get signed. And the guy said, for you to sign with us, you're going to have to give some of that ass up. And I guess that turned his, religion, that's where he's like, yo, preaching against it, because I guess somebody was trying to get at him. So he was going around and he was talking about the truth about hip hop. And he was talking about how hip hop is the devil. And he was talking about how certain artists that we revere musically is the devil, even R&B artists such as like Alicia Keys and Beyonce and everything like that, saying that their music is the devil and everything. And it's like taking things out of context, taking things on in an environment. So if we're talking about evil things, you got to look at the environment. Is the environment that we live in evil? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's not all like, like that. True hip hop ain't. True hip hop is positive. True hip hop uplifts people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I uplift people. So when that guy was on a sermon and he got off the soapbox in the church choir, we in the church choir, I'm looking at him. I said, yo, I don't got no problem, son. I did in the church. I did in the church. Man, right when they was about to go down to that point, they said, nope, they didn't do that in the club scene anywhere after he like said what he said and everything. I was like, wow. I said, now the deep part about that is, regardless of whose beat it is or who's the rendition of, if I'm singing or rapping for God, why would that even matter? You just cut the talent right off. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is at church. You don't understand that you have a young man who got some talent. Now, all you could do is like, yo, give him advice. Tell him to stay away from them Diddy parties. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from them parties. And then yeah. And then the crazy thing was, like, a few years later, let me tell you, I go to a different church. My mom goes to a different church. It's the same guy coming.
Wow.
It's the same guy doing the same thing. After the sermon, he tell everybody, like I said, this is around like 2004 now. So that means I got everything G-Unit. So I came to church with a G-Unit fitted, had a do-rag on, had one of them G-Unit spinner medallion joints. I used to rock them. Yo, I had the G-Unit spinner medallion. I had the G-Unit watch that spun. I had some G-Unit Dickies on. I had my red, white, and blue Lloyd Banks jacket. The only thing I ain't had was the shoes. I ain't had a G6s, but I had some clean Air Forces. And I go in there, and he got up. Yo, the guy got up on stage, right? And he pulls up 50's picture up. And he goes, and he starts reading to the crowd a couple bars off of his song, talking about how demonic it was. And the song was "You're Not Like Me." And it went, niggas want to shine like me, rhyme like me. It ain't strong enough to take 9 like me. You think about shit, no 50, save it. My soul's belonging to Babel with King Dave. Man, Me and about 3 of my niggas is in the back of the church rapping that line word for word. Old ladies looking at us crazy. We was wilding the fuck out, yo. So after that, after the sermon, the guy he told every young person who had G Unit on, Sean John on, Rockefeller, baby fat form, come up with your diamond earrings and your chain, come up to this pulpit, put it in a box, and we gonna burn it in the name of Jesus. I said, you goddamn. I said, goddamn. I said, my dad paid money for this shit. Are you serious? I said, if you do that, half the youth is gonna be naked, man. What you trying to do?
We run around in the subways naked.
I was like, yo, this dude is wilding. Yo, he wants me to do what? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Let me get up out of here. Because I gotta go. Because I'm too hip hop for that. Now, like I said, it's his experience. And this is what I don't like. People, they like to talk trash about hip hop and everything like that. The old school hip hop had it. You know what I'm saying? The old had it. You know, even in this new genre. Me personally, I don't vibe with it. I stay in my own vibe because.
What do you think of Little Nas X?
I don't think about him at all. I don't think about him at all. It's not who I decide to listen to. Now, if you're talking about Nas, Nasir Jones, yeah, yo. Yeah, no doubt. Nas is like life or death.
What do you think of the young female rappers now, like Ice Spice, Lotto? You got, Cardi and Nicki and all that.
The only person out of that group that you listed that I say that there is actually quite a few songs that I would actually listen to, and that would be saying Nicki. But me personally, I don't really vibe with Nicki like that, only because I'm a hardcore Kim fan, and like I said, you gotta respect not your elders per se, but you gotta respect. You gotta pay homage. It's all about homage. And like I said, I'm Lil Kim. You know what I'm saying? Nothing towards Nicki, but out of the list that you got, out of
today's female rappers, who you think is the closest to Little Kim?
All of them.
Lyrical wise.
Damn near all of them. They only got that style. I guess, like, if you want to say closely Nicki, but that's because she studied her style. But I wish there was a push for more of a diversity, not only within female hip hop, but also in male hip hop too. Because, like I said, there's a bunch of cookie cutter people. Like, how many rappers right now got dreads right now? How many rappers out there look like the next Chief Keef?
Yeah.
Yo, I used to say this all the time. It'd be mad crazy. Like, even here in Pittsburgh, yo, there's guys that I was in high school with that used to clown me for wearing G-Unit clothes, but you see them now and they look like the Lost Migos, man. Every one of them. Every one of them look like they from Atlanta. Chicago. I be like, yo, at least I keep it consistent, my G.
Yeah.
I said, you still see me with baggy jeans. I don't care. You still see me with Timberlands and Air Forces on. I don't care. You still see me with a 3X shirt. I don't care. Yeah, you'll still see me with a do-rag and a fitted. I don't care. Bandana, I don't care.
So what
That's just me.
What upcoming events you have coming up where people could see you performing live?
Ooh, good question. Good question. I got some things lined up, baby. All right, first and foremost, I am going to be on an actual TV series. It's called One Mic. It's
mentioned on social media.
Yeah. Shout out to Corley White. You know, he's the one that he's producing it. He's actually directing it and everything. I shot my first scene last weekend. I rapped 1990-ish. It's going to be like a little intro because they have artists in there, and the artists, they have their intros in there. So my introduction was 1990-ish, and that's what I rapped. And it got some big names in it. It got Joel Santana in it.
Oh wow.
It got Onyx in it, Fred Joe Star.
Oh shit.
And Sticky Fingers.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
is it be on BET or something?
I don't know if it's going to be on BT. I honestly forgot, where it's going to be streamed at. I think it's going to be on like Roku TV or something like that. But you can definitely check it out. They're still shooting it, shooting scenes and everything. Like I said, I just shot the first one for my intro this weekend, and I'm excited about it because I think this is going to literally like push like this record, like crazy. Like you guys are doing one hell of a job so far, keeping up with the record, funny thing is I actually reached out to the producer. Shout out to New York Bangers. I just bought, a beat. He had a sale going on that ended last month. It was like a two for one, buy an exclusive, buy one free, get one free. So I got two new beats from him, and I absolutely love them. And when I put them out, y'all gonna love them because they gonna knock, Also, like I said, I wanted to talk about my homie True Live real quick. Me and him, it's crazy because that's my brother, forever. Like, dude, he really showed me like the ins and outs of certain things. Like, he's the reason why like I met DMX. All right, rest in peace to DMX. His connections.
Yeah.
Now, how me and him met. Now, his connections is with Murder Inc. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about when you have artists who it don't make sense for artists to have beef outside of the music.
Yeah.
In like if it's outside of the music, it's not music. Ain't nobody dying just because you think that person's whack. Unless you're actually dealing with a psychotic motherfucker, then yeah. But nobody's gonna, nobody's gonna go and take out your whole family tree just because you don't like a record. If something has to go down like that, there's something more to it than just music. It just happened to be that y'all could be working at McDonald's and shit like that, and the other person on the other side could be working at Burger King, and y'all have a personal beef, and y'all get into it in your work uniforms, and people go and think that it's a war between Burger King and McDonald's.
Yeah, right. Like one of those videos on WhosNextNYC Hip Hop.
Yeah. Like they said, when two people are fighting, people far away can't tell who's who. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even like I said, even I had to take that same advice. It comes with maturity. We all have to become better people. That's just how we progress in life. You have to become better people. You got to progress. We can't regress. We got to progress. And every time we get into get into certain situations. We got to look past that, look at the bigger picture. But like I said, my man True Live, his connections with Murder Inc. Now I don't have no connections with 50 and G-Unit other than some of the promotions, but I cannot forget who the artist that helped me who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So me and him, we met and like most of my family, they're all talented. Like I got a talented family. Like my family's talented. Shout out to my cousin Diddy. Shout out to my cousin Guy, my cousin Delane, my man, all of them, all of the ones that's doing music and everything. Like shout out to all of them. They have a real talented family. But we was in a battle, and the funny thing is when I used to do battles back in the day, before I had like a professional record and I was just solely basing it off of like remixes and everything like On Fire instrumental for my intro, and then right after I do like a little intro, then I go into like a song that I actually done, a few of them and everything. He went before me, and when he go up there and he do a set, and he did a song to Ja Rule's Loose Change. If anybody don't know, that was a diss that a vicious diss that Ja Rule did towards M and Fifth. You know, I always say this, even me being a 50 fan, fuck MGK, fuck Benzino, fuck anybody else that tried to go and get at M. The best person who ever got at M lyrically, I would have to say, was Ja. He said the most disrespectful line a person could say, and he did that Haley line. So he did a joint like that. When he did that, I went in the back. I'm like, oh, I was sitting on the ground like, "Argh." Okay, not knowing I'm after him. I go up on stage. He hit a Lloyd Banks drop. He go, we go. We go outside. We go outside, man. We chopping it up and everything like that. And the crazy thing about it is my man sounds like Ja Rule when he speaks. He don't even try. That's just his natural voice. That's how he is. You know. But like he's official. So me and him, we was spitting freestyles and we was like it was like a cipher. Like that's what it was. That had from him and the respect that he had for me for MC, we formed a bond, and like we chop it up, you know, every time we get a chance. But like I said, he's another dope MC and everything. And I remember I was at work one night, and he calls me and he was like, "Yo, I need you to slide through the hood real quick." And I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And he was like, "DMX is in the building." Word? He's like, "Yeah, I need you to come through." I was like, "All right, say no more." I drove the fuck home crazy. Like, yo, I'm trying to get the fuck home, change, get the fuck back, yo. I was like, yo, X, we talk about one of my top 5? Yeah, nigga. Yeah. I came home, begged and pleaded with the wifey to go. Shout out to her. She let me go. And I go down there. Now, remind you, the neighborhood that he's in is the neighborhood that I grew up in Pittsburgh called Homewood. Now, remember I told you I went to Catholic school, and right next door was my mom's radio station building, right? The club that DMX was literally a block down from the radio station my mom used to work at. It's no longer a radio station no more. And a block away from the Catholic school that I went to.
Wow.
Yeah. So I go up, I meet him. I'm waiting for my man True Live to come through. He wasn't there yet. I'm outside the club waiting for him. And all of a sudden DMX goes and he's like, 4 Rough Rider guys come. Rough Rider joins X following. And there's like a blue and white bike that's in between us. And he's walking. And I go and I extend my hand. I say, yo, X, big fan. He look at me and he go, hey, yo, is that your bike? And I was like, nah, man, that ain't my bike, man. That ain't my bike, man. He's like, I'm just saying, I thought that was your bike, yo. He goes, you wearing blue and white, the bike blue and white. I just thought that was your bike, yo. I'm like, yo, this nigga really talk like shit, yo. Oh, shit, yo. I said, yo, this is X. I'm like, yo, we go into the club. I'm in the VIP. X is like sitting like kind of catty corner behind me. I'm like where the railing is, but we inside the VIP. I turn around. I was like, yo, X, is it possible we can get a picture? And he's like, you're the man from outside, right? And he was like, yeah. He goes to my man. He's like, that's your man? He was like, yeah, yeah. All right, no. Yo, that was one of the best nights of my life. I met one of my top 5 MCs that helped create the artist that I am now. Now, aside from that, before that, I met KRS-One in college. I met KRS-One, took a picture with him. I told him that he won that battle against Nelly. Fuck the bullshit. You won that battle with Nelly. I met Dougie Fresh in college too. Shout out to Dougie Fresh too. Michael Eric Dyson. I met Michael Eric Dyson in college. Shout out to Kenneth B. Morrison Jr. He is the great grandson of Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington. We talking about Black history, people. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I met X. Cool. About a few years later, I think this happened like last year. I think last year or the year before. Now, my man True Live, because of who he riding with, he don't rock with Fifth at all. Like personally, he don't rock with him. But he heard that son was coming into town, and he was like, yo, I want you to meet your role model. He said, I met my role model. I met Ja Rule. I'm with these guys. I want you to go meet your homie. Almost set that up. His man played me at the club. Some bullshit. He played me at the club. But unfortunately, that night, the biggest blow was at the same night. I'm standing 6 feet away from 50, and I can't even shake his hand. I get a phone call from my cousin and let me know that my little cousin got killed.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you feel when you're 6 feet away from your favorite artist that helps you to be the artist that you can? Your man's homie played you.
Yeah.
And then you get a call on your phone saying that your little cousin got killed. So, like, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was definitely crazy. But, like I said, you know, I try to spread positivity to all my brothers, you know, all my sisters, you know, hip hop. We need unity. Like, we really need this. Like, for real, it's too much division. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Like, we could be competitive. We always could be competitive and everything like that. You know, the Bloods and Crips, you know, sat down so many motherfucking times. So many times. You know what I'm saying? Shit got to be resolved, you know. We MCs, man. We ain't, you know, pawns and everything like that. The record labels, you can't even blame the record labels anymore because the record labels are for real obsolete. You got more independent artists that's shaking and moving things. You know what I'm saying? You know, I told my granddad all the time. I say, yo, the only benefit from being on a major platform is the distribution, just the major support sometimes, whatever record label that you're at, the amount of money that you're generating, because we all know what happened with the 360 deal. This is the reason why veteran artists are going independent. You know what I'm saying?
A radio station, I'm not gonna name. They try to give me a 360 deal. I said no, thank you. Yeah.
It's getting harder. It's getting harder for us. Excuse me, to try to make it. I tell this to everybody. Excuse me. I say this because I come from a radio background. I fucks with radio.
Yeah.
Me growing up, I'm listening to Angie Martinez. Still do. I'm listening to Miss Info. I'm listening to Hot 97. I'm listening to Power. I'm listening to these big radio stations, right? I feel like every time I go on, you the next DJ Envy, you the next Charlamagne, you the next Angie Martinez. You are interviewing the next generation of stars. You know what I'm saying? And we are being interviewed by the next generation of stars. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So that's just I just wish that, you know, more people could see that, you know, we all need each other and shit. That's why it's like crazy when an artist can't beef with a DJ. What, you need that DJ to play your record?
No, I've seen it out there. I had people go at me and stuff like that. It's crazy. I get all these artists submit their music. They hit me on the DM, like, you know, not even a formal hello, how you doing? You know, just shoving their music, you know, down my throat, and like, you want me to support you and play your music on the radio or at one of my venues or whatever, but do you even come out and support?
You know what's crazy? The biggest one of the biggest downfalls of what happened with, like, the reason why, like, you don't have radio, I mean not radio, but you don't have record labels.
Yeah.
Remember when record labels had artist development, right? They would groom artists to do certain things because at the end of the day, you are a business. You yourself are a business. You have to work accordingly to your business. Because record labels are becoming obsolete, you have a lot of independent artists, and some of these artists don't know how to maneuver in professional situations. You know what I'm saying? They just go based off of certain things. Like I go and like I go and introduce myself and sometimes they reach out to me, but it's like, yo, we all in this together, so let's make history. So that's just what it is. And my music like speaks for itself. My first record that I put out professionally is called Power to My People. Dropped on my birthday.
That's my favorite song. Between that and 1990s.
Oh man. And we can't. Seattle, you know what it is. Cuz gets busy. We got a record called Coast to Coast, man. That record is like one of my favorites, man. Every time I be driving, and you have a playlist, and even the songs that you put on your playlist, you might skip because you might not be in the mood to listen to that right now. Every time that song comes on, I'll be like, nope, that gotta stay. I gotta ride to this shit. I gotta ride to this shit.
Yeah, definitely. So, any other people you want to shout out or anything, or any other announcements?
Let's see, what else do I got going on? I am going to be performing at Summer Jam in Pittsburgh on June in June. Yeah. The same guy that I'm doing the movie with, does the directing it. He's in charge of it, so he's like getting a whole bunch of artists and comedians and singers, actors, all people of talent come together and network, and we're gonna put on a performance like that. So Like it's gonna be ill, and it's crazy because like I never I almost went to Summer Jam. I almost went to Summer Jam like back in 2005. Yeah, but that was like one of my big dreams, is like to go to Summer Jam or even like perform at a Summer Jam event. Because those be knocking, yo. Those be knocking for real.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, it's not the same. I mean, it's just me, but it's not the same like it was back in the day. You know, especially
no, it's not the same. It's different. It's a different climate. It's a different time. And you know, like I said, I think, like I said, I think there should be more of a push for other independent artists. Because, like I said, I'm a '90s baby. You know, you ever see those memes where it says like my playlist would go from like Backstreet Boys to Tupac in a minute?
Yeah,
that's me. Last Saturday while I was at work, I was 8 in the morning jamming to some Backstreet Boys. Nigga, I'm a '90s baby. I embrace everything of the '90s. Yo, yes, I listen to Britney Spears. Yes, I listen to the Dixie Chicks. Shout out to the Dixie Chicks, actually. Yo, they're dope, yo, for real, for real. Like, I think every black person should know, like, the Dixie Chicks, for real, for real. Yo, they exposed CMT, the country music, you know, network. And when Beyonce got that, when that Beyonce did that record and everything, the Dixie Chicks said that the country music awards reached the all-time high in 20 years. They haven't reached a group setting or viewing in 20 years.
Wow.
The highest that they ever been in 20 years. Did you know because of some racist gringos, they go and say some racist shit and complain and complain and complain? So the motherfuckers took the video down because Dixie Chicks and Beyonce was actually performing together. And they said it was a great ass performance, but they cut that out because, you know, some conservatives wanted to, you know, complain because they didn't want to see that shit, and they took it down. And then they got backlash for taking it down, so they went up and and put it back up. like yo, what the fuck?
That's crazy. That's some wild stuff. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's like I'm like I said, I'm a '90s baby, so I'll go and I listen to different music. Like I listened to when I was in college, my music instructor, shout out to Hugo Icatch, my music professor in college. He would give me like these learning music, and they had music from like jazz to opera to folklores to different other stuff, and it would broaden my mind in different like ways of music and everything. And it's like, yo, exposing me to all of these music, I said, yo, I'm really a music person. Like, this is what it is. You know, I'm hip hop to the fullest, like for real, for real. That's where I came from. But, yo, every now and then I'll be sitting back, smoking my blunt, listening to some Mozart. I like Mozart.
Yeah, I'm more of a Beethoven fan.
Beethoven's nice too. Beethoven is definitely nice. Beethoven is definitely nice. It's just something about classical music. Like I guess like if you're in the instruments and the melodies and different things like that, like you can really understand like certain moods and tempos of the music and everything. Like one of my favorite, you know, selections is the Four Seasons. You know what I'm saying? I like how it goes from like spring to summer to fall. It gives you the certain descriptions of what it might be through your ears. Like that's dope to me. You know, so it's all crazy. Other than that, you know, nothing too much going on. I'm just, you know, trying to get these votes. So, you know, March 30th is right around the corner. I'm trying. I got people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, people.
What? Tell me. What is people? Tell me in your perspective, in the people. What do they think of the record?
Which one?
1990-ish.
No, it was good. It was mostly positive. There's a little controversial in there because you talk about some hot, sensitive topics, with people transgender and stuff like that. So that caught some people's attention.
Tell him this is the Eminem coming out of me now. Okay, the same shit that M was known for. You're gonna have those, and like I said, it's all fun and games. Take a punchline, nigga. It's a punchline. You don't gotta laugh, joke, whatever. It's music, man. We punchliners. Of course we gonna punch. Yo, you catching these punches, yo. You catching these punches. You catching these punches.
You know how some people be, especially.
No. It's all cool. It's all cool. But it's like I said, we're lyricists. So this is what we do. We battle rap. We came from with the slick bars and everything like that. This is what it is. If you prefer, if you feel that way, I suggest not to listen to DMX. Especially that one song when he was like, "I still ain't shaking your head," Yo, but like I said, this is hip hop, baby. This is what I do. This is what I do best, yo. So I'm gonna give y'all the raw deal, man, because people was loving it, man. People was loving it.
RapStarr is the real deal, and you can vote for him daily at WhosNextNYCRadio.com. WhosNextNYCRadio.com. The next round of voting is going to be starting this weekend. We're going down to the semifinals, so hopefully RapStarr will be up there, and some people. We're going to be trimming the fat on there. There's a lot of people on there, and a lot of them are going to be going this weekend. They're going to be cut off. So it's going to heat up now. It's going to intensify the next few weeks. It's going to get hot and heavy as we break it. It's going to be like the NCAA tournament there, So we're going to get down to the Final Four, and then we'll find out at the award show, which will be coming up in May. And I can't announce it yet, but I will be announcing it by Friday or maybe tomorrow. The actual date of the award show in New York City, and it's going to be in May. And it's going to be lit. When I make the announcement, it's going to be lit. And whether you're a finalist or not, we'll love to have you come to the award show to New York City and to perform.
That'd be dope. Young man. I'm telling you, whoo, yo, bro, I gotta send you some old footage of me when I was in college, boy. If you thought I rocked the crowd then, yo, I got you. Because like I said, 1990-ish it's a good energy. Like when you hear it, you automatically want to go and cut up every cereal box that you have and make a big ass cardboard square and just start spinning. You know what I'm saying? Like it really gets you like that. That's the kind of mood. When I first heard the beat, right? Again, shout out to New York Bangers. When I first heard that beat, I fell in love with that beat. I said, yo, I gots to have it, yo. I gots to have it. It was like the same, I gots to have it. And then when I actually got it, it was no brainer. The words was just flowing out the pen. You know what I'm saying? It was just flowing out the pen. And actually the hook that I have, it's rap to the star, rocking a blue Kango, Puerto Rican pendant on the chain, watching Dango. That was actually a verse that I did for another song. It was actually part of a verse. I just happened to rap it because what I was doing was sometimes like I'll either have a couple of options when I write. I might start off scratch from new, or I might go back into my archives that I have written and I'll try to say, okay, I got this. Maybe this concept can the rest was history. So, you know, that was definitely something for the East Coast.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, and we'll look forward to having you come to the station hopefully next time.
Oh,
And
most def.
And spit some bars for us, next time. You did today. You did several, but yeah, then people could take shots at you on the ground.
I don't worry about that. I had something like that. You know, people always have something negative to say. The best thing to deal the best thing to deal with it is like you really gotta like when you have somebody like all the big time artists, like they go and they post up some stuff and everything like that. You gonna have mixed reviews on anything that you have. You know what I'm saying? So I remember the other day there was like I'm in this hip hop group, and I'm in this hip hop group, and they had a meme and they had a picture of Hobson, right? And the caption said, "Who likes Hobson?" Now, here's a fun fact that y'all don't know about me either. Back in 2012, I actually opened up for Hobson. I was one of the artists that opened up for Hobson here in my city back in 2012. And like it was crazy. I rocked the crowd. It was a 17-minute set. After the show, me and him is literally back to back signing autographs. Nobody knows me yet. I didn't come out with no professional records. These was records that I was doing on my mixtapes that I was putting out myself and performing. You know what I'm saying? Me and him back to back signing autographs and everything. I go and I post that up. Here comes some people with some negative comments. All of a sudden, people turn my comment that I had to, making homosexual jokes and like that. And I'm like, see, I come up with something real, and I was like, yo, I fucks with Hobson. I want to let y'all know, yo, Hobson was dope. He's a dope person. He's a dope MC. Like, it was cool to be around him, you know? And they just like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, well, damn. Motherfuckers asking me, who are you? What rapper are you? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, damn. All I just said, like, I was like, yo, this is some crazy stuff right there. How do we go from talking about an MC and you making jokes like that? I'm like, come on, people, grow up. Obviously, these are people who don't really listen to hip hop, and they're just people who troll and do all kinds of other stuff and everything like that. And then you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it, and you be like, half the people that's behind the fucking keyboards pussy anyway. They wouldn't say half the shit to you in your face as they doing on the thing, and you'll never find them. So what the fuck can you do? You know what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck can you do? You going back and forth with a motherfucker you don't know. I'm trying to grow up. Sometimes I slip up and do that, but I actually been reserved. But it was just disappointing that you still got immature people out there that they just can't wrap their minds about something intelligent and everything. And when it comes to people like that, the best way you can do is just walk away, because it's like this. Now, if they're not on your same vibrations, I always say that I try to be a positive person. I always try to be a proton. I always say proton. I'm a proton. A proton is positive energy. When you got people who don't have the same amount of, let's say, an atomic number that has more protons than electrons, when you have the same atomic number, that's called a covalent bond. When you had atoms like that with the same atomic number, they go and they bond. I think that's why people, when they say I got good chemistry with that person, I think their positive energy matches. You know what I'm saying? So if you have somebody like that, and you're on that wavelength, that's totally cool. But when you got somebody that got more negative or more neutrons and got some electrons, y'all not the same. Y'all not banging on the same frequency. So why would you lower yourself to do that? Like I said, I fall victim to it all the time. I try not to. I try to better myself, but I also gotta understand that, you know, sometimes, yo, half the motherfuckers wouldn't say the shit that they have to say if it was actually in front of you. So what the fuck is the point? I just be like, there's a lot of conversations. People, I was like, yo, why they say that? I mean, that's crazy. That's deep. I remember there was a guy who was trying to argue with me. Like, usually it's the race bait that gets me and everything like that. And I'll be like, nah, that's cool. That's cool.
You're a hater.
Politics.
You're a hater.
Yeah, like, yeah, and I'm like, then the politics, and because I don't fuck with politics, I'd be like, yo, they all bunch of Bloods and Crips, political Bloods and Crips and everything like that. It's wrong when it's in the hood, but when you got people literally gang banging Trump, gang banging Biden, blue this, red that, I'm like, yo, the only thing is ain't nobody dying for real. No, take that back, because you got, you know, they rushed the Capitol last year. They rushed the Capitol. Hey, yo, they so patriotic, aren't they? It's crazy. The land of our ancestors, man. Our ancestors, our Native American ancestors, is rolling in their goddamn grave. It's crazy. Shout out to the ancestors.
And our forefathers, too. The original presidents, you know, other people.
Original presidents. They was, most of them were slave masters. Fuck them.
Well, most of them, not all. But yeah.
Not all. I said the ones who were slave masters, fuck them. Oh, fuck.
Lincoln, paid the price, you know, with his life, you know, defending, you know, the end of slavery and that.
Let me ask you a question before we go. Do you know why the Civil War was actually fought?
Primarily over slavery, because the North wanted to make all black people free, and the South wanted to keep them as you know, as slaves. You know, it was very profitable for them, and you know, cheap, you know, free labor. You know. Let
me tell you something. That's what they want you. That's what they want you to think. The reason why Civil War was actually fought was because it was territory on the West. Remember the Gold Rush, right?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 1849. The 49ers. That was the 1849. That's why they called it the 49ers, because California was the Gold Rush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the Civil War was 1961,
right.
65.
Right. So they was fighting for territory. So because they didn't move west of the Mississippi yet. So they was going out west of the Mississippi. Now, don't get it twisted. The North had slaves too. They didn't have a lot of them, but they did have slaves. They did have slaves too. And the North actually benefited from slavery too, because where do you think they got their clothes from? Cotton is from down south, made by slaves. So everything that they owned, they benefited from the slaves. So what happened was, it was actually the North and the South wanted to control the West because of the Industrial Revolution. If you don't know what the Industrial Revolution was, that was when they trained the steam engines. Instead of relying on manpower, they was progressing into steam engines to make production faster and more affordable to the people who's using the products. You know, you could get that faster supply and demand and everything like that. The South didn't really want that. They wanted to keep manual labor where the North was progressing. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves only to weaken the slaves, like weaken the South, because if you know, the Star Spangled Banner has a third stanza. You know that bullshit everybody be singing when they be doing sporting events and everything like that. They cut off the third stanza is actually talking about them killing African slaves during the Revolution, the American Revolution, because the British promised the African slaves freedom if they went over to that side, and the United States bragging about shooting them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing about that. So slavery was the number one thing. It was King Cotton, because we all know that the only reason why America is one of the superpowers now is because of slavery. It was free labor. Free labor, from tobacco to cotton, to sugar cane. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, even South America, Brazil had sugar cane, cotton. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so that was what the Civil War was. So they freed the slaves, and some of the slaves escaped to the north. Some of the slaves were free, escaped, joined the Union. Some of them stayed in the Confederate. They stayed on the plantation and everything like that. The South actually won the majority of the battles. It was just that one battle that killed everything. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And this is the type of things that I want to teach in my music. I have a thing to where I want my music to be nationally respected in academic circles, to where you can actually use my music as cited works when you're actually doing research. Like, this is what hip hop is supposed to progress to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows music is one of the number one tools of learning. When you first learn to speak, you learn A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, melodic tones. So how come we can't have that same feel to it when we're speaking about history or speaking about certain things to get people more, in tune to it?
Yeah.
Something deep like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I want to be at. I want people to be like, oh, doing a research paper. I think RapStarr came out with a new mixtape. Let me see what that's about. That's where I'm on. That's what I'm doing.
Definitely. Professor RapStarr.
Oh yeah. Following KRS-One's footsteps, you know what I'm saying? Knowledge is power.
Give your social media out one more time for everybody. They can follow you and check out your music and everything.
All right. This is going to be the same for my TikTok, same thing for my Instagram, same thing for my Facebook music. It's going to be the @ITSRAP, the number 2, THESTARR, RapStarr. It's rap to the star. All right, and that's what you're going to see. On my music page, you can either search RapStarr, aka Hurricane Cam. That's my alter ego, Hurricane Cam. Hurricane Cam is like my Slim Shady to my Eminem. It's you can look up RapStarr, aka Hurricane Cam, or you can just search it's Rap to the Star Music. So it's Rap to the Star, then music at the end. What else do I got? Spotify. I'm everywhere. Music outlets everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Shazam. Everywhere you can generate music from, that's where I'm at. You can find 1990ish. You can find Power to My People. I got a couple other records that I got. It's crazy. I got a song called Indigenous Nation, and it's going to be crazy when I drop it. It's a Native American anthem. It's it's a Native American anthem. So all the little critics out there and everything like that, hop on this, because when I come out with this is going to drop like crazy and bringing back the old school hip hop. And when I mean old school hip hop, I mean old school hip hop, but with a 2024 spin to it. So It's going to be crazy. You could tell I'm a '90s baby. I'm still stuck in 2004, man. Like, yo.
Yeah, I was a lot younger and better looking. So,
man, those were some great times, man. There was some great times, man. TV shows was crazy too.
Well, I don't think it was good for the Yankees. I think that was the year that we choked against the Red Sox. The Red Sox beat us four straight games.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's crazy.
We're up 3-0 in the ALCS, and the Red Sox won 4 straight and wound up winning the World Series. But it's all good. We got them overall, and we got Babe Ruth. So we have Babe Ruth. So.
You know what? You know what? I have like 3 favorite like baseball teams because like I don't like sports all like that. I'm not the guy to watch Sports Center and everything like that. I don't watch football because I actually boycotted football. Ever since that they banned Colin Kaepernick for his peaceful protest, I said fuck the NFL. You know, so I don't watch it. I don't watch it at all. So you know that's what it is. But I'm a baseball fan. Like I actually played baseball for 10 years since I was 3 all the way up until 13. Okay. I got started at the Roberto Clemente the Roberto Clemente Jr. Foundation. That's how I started right there.
Nice.
And everybody who's Boricua know Pittsburgh, you know, because of Roberto Clemente. You know, we got a statue dedicated to him. We got a bridge. Shit, the last time I was in Puerto Rico, they asked me where I was from. I said Pittsburgh. They all dropped dead. They was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
They was like, "Yo," they said, "Y'all got more. We got a whole Roberto Clemente museum in Pittsburgh. You know, you gotta pay and book advance to go see it and everything." I went when I was in college. I was in the Hispanic Student Association and everything like that. So we went there. That's how we went to Puerto Rico and everything. But they was floored because they said, "Yo, y'all got more Roberto Clemente stuff than we do." You know, so that's just what it is, man.
Who's the other 2 teams that you said you're a fan of?
New York, of course, Yankees.
Okay.
Yankees is just a classic, like the hell, yo. And then I also like the
one.
Oh yeah,
they had a 5-game win streak. They got Soto, and they've been killing it.
Mm-hmm. The other one is the Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
The Dodgers, and I also like the yeah, because I got people in Brooklyn, so I know that used to be the Brooklyn Dodgers and everything, and then those are the fittest that I wear like mostly and everything. So
what do you think about them? What do you think about the Dodgers signing Ohtani?
Let's see what they can do, man. Let's see what like I said, I don't really follow sports all like that. I'm trying to get back into it. Like my wife, she's even like, "Why you want to do that?" I was like, "Yo, I got Roku TV and I got a whole channel dedicated to MLB. Don't you think I'm kind of curious?" Like, yo.
I don't know if you've been watching much the past couple years, but he's the modern day Babe Ruth. He pitches and he hits 400 or 500 feet home runs. And he's been doing it for a while, and he's signed this. He has the biggest contract in the history, I believe, of North American sports. He signed with the Dodgers, $700 million. $700 million.
I told somebody, I said, "Yo, baseball is the highest paid sport that you can be individually." Because I remember at my college, I met Stephen A. Smith too. So, Stephen A. Smith said it. He said it best. Like somebody asked him, "How come baseball wasn't as dominant in the black community back then, like it is now?" Like now, you see a bunch of black kids playing football. You see a bunch of black kids playing baseball. I mean, basketball. Why not baseball? And he said because this generation is a microwave generation. With baseball, you got to work at it hard. You gotta work at it, work at it, work at it. You gotta be at the farm team before you ever gotta be in the MLB. You know what I'm saying? And that might take some years. But if you think about it, it might be the longest, but individually is the highest paid sport that you can be in, including endorsements and everything.
Oh my, that's not even. Atani could buy the Dodgers by the time he's done. It's crazy.
It is. Definitely is.
Yeah.
Real shit. Real shit.
Yeah. But definitely, thank you so much for your time, and for all listeners out there. I'm sure a wonderful conversation, and it'll be up. I'll have it uploaded on our station so people can rehear this over and over again, and we'll put some snippets of this on social media and everything. So we'll definitely keep the buzz going and everything, you know, and look forward
That's what's up.
Hopefully having you at our award show in May. Knock on wood. Hopefully you could attend. We're going to try to do it on a weekend, so most likely on a Saturday. So if you're able to, you know, make plans to come out here on a Saturday evening, we'll love to have you. You know, so
No doubt. No
definitely
doubt.
that's the platform you want to be, is perform in New York City. And we do it once a year. And last year was very good. And, you know, this year we're going to do it again and, you know, give out some hardware, you know?
Word. Word. Can't wait.
Recognition to independent artists from around the world, you know, and around the United States, such as yourself.
No doubt. No doubt. That'd be dope. Yep.
And we'll have to find a way to go out to PA too, you know. We're planning to go upstate New York, you know, on that, you know, this summer and do some events. So, you know, we can find a way to go to PA, maybe at least Philadelphia. That's a little closer to you. You know, how long is it drive from Pittsburgh to Philly?
Pittsburgh is.
So you guys are
we are what south? We are southwestern PA, so that means we're closer to Ohio.
Yeah, I know.
But I be telling people because I hate it. It's a debate, but it's really not a debate. I still say to people that Pittsburgh is an East Coast. Pittsburgh is an East Coast city. I said I don't care. I said Pennsylvania is East Coast. I said it might not be a coastal state, but if you look at the 13 colonies, was what? Maine all the way to fucking PA. That's the original thing. If you think about it, I said that's East Coast right there. It's an eastern state, but Pittsburgh is literally down, like it's like you let the left bottom, and like we're like 2 hours away from Ohio. We might be 2 to 3 hours away from West Virginia. So Philadelphia is literally on the opposite. It's literally the opposite way. And I should know because my sister, she goes to college out in this place. I forgot where it's called, but it's Lincoln University. That's where the freaking Amish people live. We talking about horse and buggy type, you know, churning butter type stuff. Like, yo, it's literally a map. Like, going there and going back is an 8-hour shift at my job. You see what I'm saying? Like, damn. So you gotta come. You gotta come to Pittsburgh, yo.
Well, if you could get a venue lined up for us, well, we might just do that.
Word. Always invited.
You know. All right, well, thank you so much for your time and pleasure, and make sure everybody out here is watching and listening to this, or be checking this out later on all platforms. Vote for RapStarr for artists, not only artists of the week, but for artists of the year. So he could go to New York City and perform live, you know, and do his thing and go home and take home the Artist of the Year award. It's brought to you by Who's Next
2000,
Radio. And of course,
2024. I'm ready for war, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's run it up. You know, he's up
Yeah.
there in the top. You're in the top, you know, 10% of the voting. So, you know, just keep running it up.
I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that number one spot, man. That week that I was number one spot, I was like, damn. I was like, oh snap, for real? Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, I want to thank everybody who've been voting. Everybody who's been voting consistently. I want to thank everybody. It's like if y'all aware of Dragon Ball Z, it's like I'm Goku and I need Spirit Bomb. You know, and I'm like, yo, give me your energy. And everybody is lifting their hands, giving me that energy, man. Every one of y'all vote counts, son. Word up.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we'll be seeing you soon. Keep doing your thing. Keep inspiring people out there and spreading your positivity and you know, giving us your knowledge, you know, from your our history. It's American history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
yeah.
It's not a black and white thing. It's American history, you know. So know your culture, you know your history, you know. And you definitely dropped it on us tonight, you know. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
So thank you for
no doubt
with us, man. And we're doing this again.
Word. We all East Coast.
Right. East Coast. RapStarr. You know the vibes. 2024. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, one. There you go, RapStarr, the one and only. All right, make sure to vote for him. WhosNextNYCRadio.com. WhosNextNYCRadio.com. And you can hear his music on rotation right here 24/7. 24/7. You can hear the best of RapStarr from 1990-ish, coast to coast. Power to my people. And all his latest releases will be right here on Who's Next NYC FM radio. And you can listen to us on TuneIn Radio 24/7. We're a full digital FM station worldwide, also tri-state area, with WPAT 930 on the AM dial and affiliate AM FM stations throughout the tri-state area. Okay, from Philadelphia, Jersey, New York, the 5 boroughs, Long Island, Connecticut. All right? There's a different flavor in your ear. Okay? There's some competition now with the other stations, and it's right here at Who's Next NYC FM radio. And shout out to Flex for stealing my tagline, what New York radio really sounds like. I should have trademarked that because now Flex is jacking it. But it's all good, you know? I'll give you guys, you know, that, but at the same time, you guys are promoting our station as well. So if you want to hear what New York radio really sounds like, it's right here, you know? Just keep it 100, you know? Hot 97 ain't what it used to be, for better or worse. But if you want the best of today's hip-hop, new artists, we break hundreds of new artists 24/7 here. Not like other shows that they put a couple of indie artists on there once a week. We do this daily. We break hundreds of new artists on rotation 24/7 here. You know, so yeah. Plus all your favorite throwback hits, like you mentioned earlier, like, you know, Missy Elliott, Lil' Kim, LL Cool J, Salt and Pepper, TLC, Craig Mack, Cypress Hills, the Wu-Tang Clan. Come on now. So yeah, definitely. And shows like this. So I'm out of here right now because Crazy Joe's on the air. He's screaming in my ear. I hear him in the background. You know, put my fucking show on, you fucking motherfucker. You know, so yeah. Without further ado, you're going to hear Crazy Joe. All right? It's a combination. She's the combination of Howard Stern, you know, Andrew Dice Clay, and Jim Carrey. So if you thought this show was wild, you ain't have nothing till you heard Crazy Joe. All right, so enjoy Crazy Joe, and I'll be back on here Friday night. New Artist Friday. All right, our weekly top 10. I'm going to drop it on you guys. And our next round of voting begins. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. Unfortunately, some people are going to be off. Got to get cut from the list. That's the way it be. You know, we don't give out participation trophies here. Okay, we only give out Artists of the Year trophies. Okay, and that's to the number one artist in their respective genre. All right, in the male and female category. So we're gonna find out this weekend who made it to the semifinals of our voting, and it's now like considered like presidential election. We're now entering the primaries, and it's gonna go very quickly the next few weeks into the general election, and then we're gonna know who the finalists are in each category, and it's gonna be down to 2 people in each category from hip hop, R&B, I believe pop, Latin, reggaeton. All right, and also DJ of the Year as well. You can vote for me, or you can vote for somebody else. So the choice is yours. We have a couple more awards as well, so stay tuned for that. So, like RapStarr said, the power is to the people. You guys will decide who is our 2024 Artists of the Year. All right? Go right now to WhosNextNYCRadio.com and go vote for your favorite independent artists that you hear on this station 24/7. That's what we do. All right? Hundreds of artists from around the world get played here, and their music gets played here first, a lot of them before other stations. All right? So maybe I'm going for the Guinness World Record, since I break so many artists every fucking day here. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we do here. This platform is for you guys, where you guys are the gatekeeper, and we work for you right here at Who's Next NYC FM Radio. You will never hear anybody else tell you that. But I will tell you that we work for you. Without you guys, this station does not exist. And I appreciate every single person from around the world that tunes in and reps the station. And my hoodie's on sale too. Let me show it to you guys before I get out of here. We got Crazy Joe on. My hoodie's on sale. Oh, there you go. Let me get me in the camera here. There you go. I don't know, this fucking camera's stupid. But yeah, I'm trying to show you guys the damn hoodie. Anyway, whatever. But get my hoodie. It's on sale now. Limited edition. DJ Loudmouth hoodie's on sale now. It's only $55 with shipping and handling included in the continental U.S. at $20 more for international orders. And we're going to have limited edition hoodies for Vero soon, Black Diamond, and other artists that you hear on this station and on-air personalities. And shout out to Bossy B real quick here for officially signing up with Jampire Media and being a part of Who's Next NYC Radio. Her show, Voices of an Artist, will be debuting Sunday, April 14th, 5 to 7 p.m., going back to back with Who's Next NYC Tri-State Takeover, all right? On WPAT 930 and Who's Next NYC FM Radio, all right? We're taking over the airwaves. It's a hostile fucking takeover, all right? And yeah, we're gonna take no prisoners, and we're gonna show you guys what real fucking New York radio sounds like. All right, not no watered down rap, Google Gaga bullshit that you hear in other stations, and that they repeat the same artists every fucking 10 minutes. You know, shove it down your throat. We don't do that here. We keep it fresh. We keep it funky. You always hear somebody different when you tune into our station. We have different programming every day. You know, reggaeton Sundays, hip hop Saturdays. You know, we got the Crazy Joe with his rock and roll. Wednesday nights, we got different sounds from Jay Funkadelic. Friday late nights, you know, and a lot more. We got different DJs, different flavors. That's why I use Craig Mack flavor in your ear. That's our model, because we definitely get a different flavor in your ear, and we take you back generations, you know, from the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, all the way to now. And we even go international with it, with amazing Japanese artists and Chinese artists as well. You know, so yeah. Ask one of your DJs on the other stations where they play a Japanese artist or Chinese artist, and they look at you stupid like you're crazy. You know? But we do that here at Who's Next NYC Radio. So yeah, we support all artists around the world. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. All right, I'm out of here. Crazy Joe's on right now. As soon as I end this live broadcast, I'll check you guys out Friday night. And yeah, more to come. All right. You know the vibes. DJ Loudmouth, your baby mama favorite DJ. And buy my hoodie. Fucking webcam. There you go. You got to put it back. Buy my hoodie now. There you go. You see my mug. Go get it. All right. I'm out of here. Shout out to iHeartRadio. Shout out to Soulfire Candles. Shout out to XS Energy Drink. Shout out to McDonald's. Shout out to Honda. Shout out to State Farm. A few of our wonderful sponsors. Shout out to Unique Touch Enterprises. Hit them up in Virginia. You need your car detailed and washed. They're in Central Virginia, Buckingham, Richmond, Farmville area. So go hit up James Ford and tell him DJ Loudmouth sent you. All right. You know the vibes, Baser HVAC. You know all your needs for home. You know, heating and refrigeration and the whole thing. Baser HVAC. Go check them out. And yeah, thank you to all wonderful sponsors and everything. We're on Apple TV now as well, so you can listen 24/7 to our station and watch us when we go live. You know, like this, your Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, we're everywhere. You know, even in your car, you have digital radio in your car. You just put in Who's Next NYC FM radio. It fucking loads up right there. Boom. Or TuneIn radio. All right. That's it. There you go. Let's go Yankees. Let's keep it going. Yankees are coming back home to the Bronx. 6th in first place, as they should. And we're going to keep it going and going and going. Going for number 28, hopefully. Knock on wood. You know? And the Mets, well, my entire team sucks. Fuck the Mets. All right? There you go. You'll never hear that on fucking AM, FM radio elsewhere. Fuck the Mets. They suck. And shout out to The Rock and Roman Reigns. You know, he's going to kick Cody's ass this weekend at WrestleMania. So, yeah, you know the vibes, the bloodline. You know, we're the ones. All right? I acknowledge you, the tribal chief, if you hear me out there, hear this later on. All right? I'm out of here. Crazy Joe time. Peace.